We are going to make an easy one today. My local price chopper had 93% lean ground beef on sale for $3.99 a pound. And at today's prices, I can't pass up that bargain. So I bought what I could afford, which was 8 pounds. Now, there's no prize for guessing what my next 3 or 4 videos are going to have, including this one, as protein. Because we're going to use that ground beef up. But today we are going to make a chili Pouch O Noodle. And I kind of did some prepping before. I'm trying to cut my videos down a little bit because they're a bit long. So what I have here is 2 pounds of ground beef that I fried up and drained. And throw that in the crock pot. Then I got 1 yellow onion that I coarsely chopped up. I got 2 green bell peppers that I coarsely chopped up. That's all in the crock pot. Alright, so I thought I'd be adventurous this time. Instead of using a pre-made chili seasoning, I'm going to make my own up. And to start off with, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of dark chili powder. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And 2 tablespoons of onion powder. And let's see how much cumin I have here. 1, 2, and I want to get 3 tablespoons of ground cumin. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon of chipotle. Now, if you don't like it hot, you'll probably want to hold off on some of these last ones. 1 teaspoon of ground chipotle and 1/2 a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Alright, that's going to make a nice chili sauce. Alright, so that's my powder done. Let's do the sauce. I got 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and I'm not draining these, 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, and then we got 2 cans. I got red beans. You could use what beans you like. And I rinsed those, drained and rinsed them. And last but not least, 2 cups of water. And I forgot to put my salt and pepper in. About a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. About a teaspoon of black pepper. That's everything. Alright, let's give that a good mix. Now I'm going to cover that for about 6 hours. I'll see you in 6 hours. Okay, that's been cooking 6 hours on low. Looking really nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this cool down. Then I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator probably overnight. And if there's any fat come to the top, I'm going to skim that fat off. Shouldn't really have any. But just to be safe, that's what we're going to do. So, next time you see this, we'll be trying it up. I'll see you then. Okay, so I was doing some research on these ramen noodles, and apparently I was wrong. These noodles are already cooked, apparently, and then they are dehydrated. So I bought a pack of these and just separately tried rehydrating these without cooking them, and they do very well just rehydrating. So what I'm going to do to save space and save room so I can get more in there, I am going to, I'm still going to freeze dry them. I'm going to try to make each one 2 separate portions like that. Like that. That way I can get more of my sauce in there, because I like to do a load at a time and use, you know, the whole load for about the same size. The whole load for one meal, if you know what I mean, one package meal. But I still want to freeze dry these, because as you can see, these are very flimsy packaging. So there might be a little bit of moisture in there, and just to be safe, I don't mind wasting a whole tray in each load that I'm making these Pouch O Noodles, just to ensure that everything is nice and dry. So that is how I am going to freeze dry those with my meal. And when we reconstitute it, we'll try it out and see how it comes out. But I think I did one of these squares on their own, just with boiling hot water in a pouch for a few minutes, and it came out pretty good. So we're going to try that. We will see you. I'm going to go ahead and tray up my, let's get this cleaned up. What that allows me to do is make 12 meals and have 2 discs of chili with those noodles, which is kind of what I was hoping for in this case. So we're going to put 8 discs per tray. 8, 16, 24. We'll end up with 24 discs and 6 packages, which is 12 servings of the noodles. Does that make sense? So when I load these into the freeze dryer, these noodles I'll put on the bottom shelf, which is kind of normally the coldest shelf in the freeze dryer. Alright, let's get the freeze dryer fired up and we'll get these in. I'll see you when they come out. Okay. With some problems with the freeze dryer, we finally got these through. It appears that we got that fixed. If you missed that video, I ended up replacing the hose and some O-rings and things. But now we're ready to pack. And I got my handy dandy meal pouches, which are shallow 7mm Mylar bags. That way you can eat it right from the pouch. And I get these from topmylar.com. And if they have offered my viewers a pretty good deal. If you spend $50 or more at topmylar.com, they will give you $5 off if you use promotion code BIBS, B-I-B-S. And what that does, I mean, that's to help you. I don't get anything from that. That's not like a sponsor per se, but it is kind of a sponsor because you end up getting a good deal. So these are what they call the meal pouches. This is a single meal pouch. Now it's been so long that I started this, I think 2 weeks ago, when I had to sort out my vacuum problem. So what I did was I just opened a package of ramen and cut the discs in half and we freeze dried it that way. And that was because those are really thin packages, and I wanted to make sure absolutely no moisture was in these. Maybe it's not required, but the reason I didn't put these in the disc like my last one, is because I think I can get more of the chili in there this way and pack it more convenient. I want more of the sauce in this one. So as usual, what I normally do is I package everything up, I Ziploc it shut. That gets everything out of the humidity in the air while I'm packaging real quick. And then I will go back and put open them up and put an O2 absorber, but that way my O2 absorbers aren't exposed while I'm packaging, which is needless, and also my food gets packaged quicker and out of the environment. So let me get on with that, and then we'll be right back and do a taste test. Okay, we got that all packaged up and put away. So let's do our taste test. It's actually the next day. I just got home from work, and this is going to be my dinner. Okay, that's what it looks like on the inside, packaged. Take my O2 absorber out, and I have a cup of boiling water out of the kettle here. I'm going to put a whole cup in. We're going to Ziploc that shut. Now, those noodles, as you saw, were laying flat, so I'm going to put it flat like that so the noodles are totally soaked in that. I'm not so much worried about the chili. I want those noodles to absorb that water. And we're going to leave it like that for 2 minutes. So I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, that's been about 2 minutes. Let's see how those noodles are coming along. If they're soft enough to stir. Dadgummit, John. I put 2 of those in there. Alright, so now the noodles are breaking up. Not breaking up, they're soft enough to stir up into my chili. So we're going to stir that all up. Oh, this is smelling good. I'm so hungry. Okay, that's nice and mixed up, I think. So we're going to Ziploc that shut. And we are going to let that sit for 2 more minutes. I'll see you in 2 minutes. And there you have it. It has been a further 2 minutes. So I'm going to open that up. Give it one more stir. Now the beauty of these pouches is, see, we can eat this right from the pouch. And that's how I would eat it if I was camping or hiking or surviving. Because there would be no sense in dirtying a dish. But for the video, I'd like you to see the consistency of what this comes out like, so we'll put it in the bowl. And that looks absolutely gorgeous. Check that out. I'm going to try and get a thumbnail of that. Okay, let's dig in. I'm starving. I like the consistency of that, so that's what I'm going to do from now on. I think with the 2 discs instead of 1 disc. Let's see if the noodles came out nice and tender. It sure did. They rehydrated very nicely. Oh yeah, this is good. This is delicious. Beautiful chili flavor. all those peppers and onions. Everything came together nicely. So, just to review, we make your favorite chili. I just made a chili. We freeze dried the chili in those half-cup discs. So there's 1 cup of chili. I put 2 discs in a pouch, so that's 1 cup of chili. Then we took those ramen noodles. They come dehydrated and they're folded over. So I just run a knife in there and split them in half. So 1/2 is for 1 serving is the way I did it. So 1/2 of a package per serving. Obviously, I didn't cook the noodles this time, but we freeze dried it because we want to make sure there's no moisture whatsoever that got through the flimsy packaging that ramen noodles come in. And it rehydrated perfectly. It's hitting the spot. What more can I say? Thank you for watching, and I got some more of these Pouch O Noodles coming up. I'll see you next time.